Talking with Bob Danley from the Metcalf National Wildlife Refuge. Good morning. Welcome to June.
Yes. Isn't it something?
Wow.
We're wishing, and now it's here, and it's rushing by like really fast, and there's nothing to slow it down now for sure.
Yeah, and you've got every day something different happening over at the refuge.
Yeah. In fact, a group of small, little, drab, greenish birds just arrived in the last couple days, and they're uniformly known as imitates or flycatchers.
Flycatchers.
Yeah, they're really small flycatchers. They're about maybe 6 inches long at most, and they're really, really similar looking. And this is where you have to really get your ears on, because the way to identify them in many cases is to actually listen to their vocalizations, okay? So I'm going to imitate a couple that could be seen on the refuge, and we'll start with the least flycatcher.
Okay.
Like its name, it's really a small little flycatcher, and it's got a big head with a short tail. That is like a clue as to its identity, but it also makes a sound that goes like this, chebek, chebek. It's really short. In fact, you'll recognize it immediately while walking the trails down at the wildlife viewing area. A second flycatcher that's maybe not as green is the western wood pewee, and it makes a really burry wee, weir, weir. And it's up in these birds are all in the canopy, by the way. They're really well hidden. So if you do get a look at them, really hurry up because they're really moving a lot, because obviously catching flies, you don't catch very many if you're sitting still.
Yeah, you got to have some speed involved. Yeah.
Exactly. So
you're going to hear these little birds before you see them.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's another one. And in fact, some of them are really habitat specific, like this next one, which is the willow flycatcher. If you're near willows and you hear this sound that goes like this, fitspew, fitspew, emphasis on the first syllable, and again, it's kind of buzzy. That's the willow flycatcher. The next two are basically maybe not as much on the refuge, but more in the surrounding upper elevations, and we're talking Hammond's flycatcher. Now, this one has a series of really kind of rough, burry notes, so bear with me. It's a chipper grip, chipper grip. And
That's nice.
And it makes a distinctive peak call. Peak, really, really high pitch. The other one is the dusky flycatcher, and this one makes a similar sound. It's a chip, reap, whip, chip, reap, whip, chip, reap, whip, and it makes a dry, whit sound, whit, whit, just like that. So, that's a lot. I give you a lot of information right off the bat, and it's likely that you're not going to be able to remember all that stuff. But
it's part of the cacophony of sounds that are out there right now.
That's right. But, it's a catalyst to remember that, really a central theme to wildlife watching is wildlife listening.
You bet.
Another reminder I'd like to give you of that: don't touch baby whatevers, okay? And,
yeah, this is the time when the babies are getting out on their own, and that's part of the thing is that they're on their own, and let them be.
Right.
The parents sort of know where they are, and they'll come back and get them. So don't touch them. Right.
That's a soft place in our heart when we see something that looks like it's abandoned, but the case could be totally the opposite. So I think the episode at Yellowstone is probably a good example of not taking any action at all. Folks, just if you see something and you really think it's in trouble, then give us a call at the office, okay? I mean, especially if it's on the refuge, if it's off the refuge, you're better off calling Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. So everybody just have a really super day.
Thanks, Bob.